come back to me. Let me keep a morning veil, so my eyes can softly shimmer like a frightened fawn so pale. Let my hair fall long and endless, flowing into dreams unknown. If you never come back to me, I'll be waiting here alone. If you never come back, my love, every tree will bow its head. Midnight stars will close their tired eyes, drowning in the things unsaid. Hold affection like a broken dream, whispered through the sleeping night. Silent mist, I call your name into the tide. I call your name in loneliness, but never once do you appear. Then the sea becomes a rising wave, pulling you and taking me. Still I'll come back to this fragile life, walking soft through dark weary. I'll return through fear and tremor, for you is endless still, a tide too deep to keep. If you don't come home by dawn, night birds scatter through the sky. That's me here among the waves, crossing worlds to reach your side. If you never come back again, every prayer will call my name, and I'll learn to forgive this world and all its fragile blame. Oh, this sinful human shore, fog has closed the ocean's door. Love turns dry like fallen leaves. Who's at fault, is it you or me? How do we erase this fear? What is left of youth this year? What I give to you is me. What I give myself is grief. Then the sea becomes a rising wave, pulling you and carrying me. Still I'll come back to love's illusion, through the dark and broken sea. Even torn and terrified, I'll return, though barely breathe. My love for you has no dam, feels like I've been far from you for centuries I can't define. No numbers fit the distance now. No space, no clock, no line. Let me start from the nearest day, when love first took its breath, back in the very first century. We loved without a language yet. In the second age, words were born, so I waited by your street, remembering you with tired eyes, till hope wore down my feet. In the third, God went missing, left my soul without a sign. Lost at sea, I screamed your name again, and just this time. In the fourth, I became a priest, forgiving those who broke my heart. 100 years I turned to stone, a lonely statue in the park. In the sixth, I was a gentle thief, dreamed of stealing royalty. But every life I'm far too shy to claim the love meant for me. Oh my love, just 7 days apart, feel like 7 centuries gone by. If I lose you for a lifetime, I'll pray the world should end tonight. Oh my love, hear my trembling heart, time is cruel when you're away. 7 days feel like forever. Come back to me, don't fade. In the seventh age, I'm standing still on this thin and empty street, still too scared to knock your door, my princess incomplete. Oh my love, just 7 days apart, like 1,000 lifetimes lost. If loving you means endless wait, I'll gladly pay the cost. Oh my love, if I lose you now, heaven can fall, I won't complain. 7 days, 7 centuries without you, nothing's the same. 7 days, 7 lives, still loving you. You said, meet me this weekend. at the corner of our street. Knowing you love the blue sky, I wore my dress in gentle green. Saturday kept walking by, but your shadow never came. My heels grew tired, dust leaned low, my dress turned pale, my heart the same. Sunday morning skies were clear, but waves were rising deep inside. No sign of you, so Monday fell. Tuesday turned to golden light. Wednesday brought the early cold winter knocking at my door. Thursday left me choked with words. Friday night I burned with pride. I told myself I wouldn't speak, not a word, no tears, no fight. 7 days of waiting for you. 7 nights I held my ground. I swore I'd never forgive you. I swore I'd never turn around. But Saturday came with the rain. Who told you to come back here? Who told you to say you're sorry? Who told you to talk so much till my eyes gave in to tears? Seven days of waiting for you. Every hour I knew your name. I tried so hard to hate you, but love doesn't play that game. Saturday came with the rain. Who told you to come back here? Who told you to say you're sorry? Who told you my heart was weak enough to cry when you're near? 7 days, 7 days, still you. 7 days, still you. I promised I would take you to the purple edge of skies, where the wind feels soft as sunset and the heart learns how to fly. All I want is us together, like a star beyond this land, shining high above the world, far from dust and human hands. I promised I would take you where we build our love from clouds, moonlight resting in your hair, while the stars fill up your eyes. I walk alone through smoke and fire, borders long and nights so cold, thinking of you by the river, wondering what you dream alone. I know you dream alone. I love those purple horizons, that purple of devotion and desire, the place where we fall into love, into memory. I wanted to take you there, to live with you, like purple meets the sky. But I know we will never, never reach that place. I know you dream of purple horizons, where we leave our shadows far. But I know through endless lifetimes, you and I stay where we are. I know you dream of purple horizons, where our silhouettes align. But forever life keeps us apart, just like purple and the sky. Purple horizons never close, never mine. Every autumn brings back sorrow. Autumn fills my eyes with blue. I feel the ache inside my heart, missing someone I once knew. That autumn under fading sunlight, waiting where the shadows fall. You stood there silent, watching me as the evening drifted off. I asked you why your heart seemed torn, why sadness lingered in your eyes. Was it anger, was it fear, that let the pain slip into mine? You gently brushed my hair and said, when I see the flowers fade, I'm afraid our love will break like petals carried away. The bleeding heart flowers cry again. The first time love walked away, under a sky of quiet pain. Will you miss me on your wedding day? Autumn comes, then autumn leaves. Each year it tears my heart apart. I watch red flowers fall like tears, bringing pain back to the start. Oh heaven, broken was our vow. Do you know I crossed the river alone? I kept our story in my chest, like shattered flowers turned to stone. So many words we never said, so many dreams we couldn't save. Our love became a silent tale that time itself would never heal. The bleeding heart flowers cry again when lovers part the very first was meant to bloom, then slowly fade away. The bleeding heart flowers cry again through every autumn that passes by. Our love lives on and falling red in every tear I try to hide. If someday you remember me beneath an autumn sky so low, you'll know our love was once a dream that broke like flowers in the cold. Autumn remembers us. Autumn remembers us. Who says they love me tonight? Who say the same tomorrow night? Who will still love me someday? Which lipstick kills innocence? Which neon paints this lonely shade? Why do my tears fall more than rain? Who holds my hand tonight? Who leads me through another night? Who walks beside me in the end? Footsteps fade, I'm growing tired. That trumpet cries like someone dying. Pity a soul with no true fate. Night after night after night, I pass through too many hands. Once the color leaves my lips, life tastes more bitter than before. When the music dies at dawn, I'm left alone, ashamed inside. Feels like a storm is tearing through my heart that has nowhere to hide. Who says they love me tonight? Who says they love me tomorrow? Who will love me later on when powder fades with afternoon? A worn out life lets go too soon. Who says they love me tonight? I never asked for anyone, so why do I end up in their arms? No one waits for a soul like me. Why do these ties still pull so hard? Another night is burned to dust, another game erased in shame. The future melts into the mist, covering streets with nameless pain. Who says they love me tonight? Who says they love me tomorrow night? When all the makeup's washed away, who says they love me anyway? If love is just a word at night said beneath the neon lights, then don't promise me forever. Just leave before the morning light. Who said used to stay till morning comes, when youth is gone and lights are dim. Will anyone still call this love? When powder fades, when hands let go, and life lies broken on the floor, who says they love me tonight? Or is love not meant for souls like mine? Who loves me tonight? Who loves me tonight? The day you loved me, I forgot myself in sweet despair. The day I loved you, you said goodbye, found happiness elsewhere. Winter's coming back now, like 100 frozen years. My heart stops beating ever since you disappeared. Can you hear it? Winter, winter calling me. I walked alone and we said goodbye, through faded nights and colorless skies. Each winter follow one by one. I learned to live with frozen love. You loved me just one day, then left me for a lifetime. So I fell in love with winter, and you loved the cold. Oh, my winter, my winter was you. Oh, my winter, my heart still waits for you. I'm just a mad girl, lost in a garden of love. I'm just a drunk soul, falling where your shadow was. Go on, don't look back. The mad don't know how to miss, and the drunk don't cry for this. All the loves of this world never really make sense. Yeah, we still search for arms to hold, like you and I. Love grown old now, all that's left is one lone star and me in the dark. Is winter here yet, my love? Let the night creatures sleep. Leave me wandering in the cold, holding ice, pretending you'll come back to me. Kiss me once, then fill my world with pain. You loved me just one moment, then walked away. So I fell in love with winter, and you love the cold. Oh, my winter, you were my only home. streets, your scent still on my hair. How can I forget you? Please tell me my love is frozen love, the most beautiful kind. Is loving in silence the fate of hearts like mine? You love me just one day, then left me for a lifetime. So I fell in love with winter, where memories don't grow old. Oh, my winter, was you. Oh, my winter, I'm still breathing because of you. My winter, my only truth. I'll come back just to see you, though the road is wide and long. I'll come back just to see you, tell you stories from the storms. I'll come back just to see you on an autumn afternoon. A little flower on your shoulder, blooming soft like me and you. You love tales of distant borders, of a man who owns the land. You admire a heart that's restless, walking proud through wind and sand. I remember when I left you, back on back, head held up high. You said, please don't cry, my darling. All these nights are for tomorrow's light. I'll come back just to see you when the war has found its end, when the clouds no longer keep us far apart, my love, my friend. I'll come back just to see you when my restless days are through. I'll lay down all my burdens and come home, back home to you. If one day the world's still broken, if the sea still pulls us wide, then don't wait and don't dream softly of a love we must deny. I'll come back just to see you when the battle's finally done. Hand in hand we meet forever in the quiet of the sun. I'll come back just to see you. No more distance, no goodbye, just your head I'll come back. I'll come back to you. Back then we were strangers, walking the same old road. You walked just a little ahead, I followed, humming love songs low. You acted like you never noticed, a gentle girl too shy to say. Passing by your house each evening, the night jasmine filled the way. Fireflies danced when night came through. I wondered if you slept yet too. Wandering streets so late at night, someone's light went out too soon. I gathered all my restless thoughts and wrote a letter late one night. 2 days later, trembling hands, I gave it to you. You read it quiet. You took my words but said no more. Just silence drifting through. If someday we meet again, pretend we never knew. Back then we were still so young, loving in silence, eye to eye. First love stories never promised that two hearts would align. You wore flowers, walked with him, tears fell by the riverside. Nothing turned out like my dreams. I lost you with no goodbye. Youth fades softly with the years. Some loves are meant to disappear. What we couldn't say back then still echoes deep within. I gathered all my restless thoughts and wrote a letter late one night. 2 days later, trembling hands, I gave it to you. You read it quiet. You took my words but said no more. Just silence drifting through. If someday we meet again, pretend we never knew. Some loves are never meant to bloom, just stay as memories. If fate lets us cross again, please walk right past me. Don't ask, don't smile, don't explain. Let old days stay untrue. If our eyes ever meet again, pretend we never knew. I gathered all my restless thoughts from days when love was new. You took my heart and walked away with nothing left to prove.